what's up, guys? Got another video for you. This is Tuned In Sports here. My name's Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
I'm Steve.
I'm Don.
And happy Thanksgiving to you. Hopefully you guys are having a great holiday or, whatever we call it. COVID-infested holiday. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, all that fun stuff, and, warming up around the campfire and getting ready to watch some, pissed off people at a table. So,
hey, that's too many people at the table. Get them out.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're just barely sticking within the regulations
we're
here.
At capacity here.
Yeah, we're at capacity here at Tuned In. So hopefully you guys are staying safe and you're as excited for these games as we are.
Yeah, we got a whole tryptophan week of games today. I mean, ones you could just all sleep through. I mean, this is awesome.
Woo!
Can't wait.
It's going to be a wonderful thing. Probably, hopefully you don't fall asleep because you ate so much. I mean, you're going to not want to miss this, especially this Cowboys game. But anyways, it starts off the day with the Detroit Lions. One of the few days that the Lions generally have a winning record on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, I don't even know if that's true anymore.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Maybe an old tradition.
Yeah, but hey, they're starting off the morning. And usually, Dad ends up.
It's going to be Patricia's last game, so
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and they're taking on Houston, another team that went through some coaching changes. So hopefully that was a precursor to Detroit having some coaching changes after this game.
Well, I was hoping it wouldn't be that, but the more that I watch, the more it looks like that's going to be the case. So we'll see what happens. This is after last week's showing. You can't get any worse. I mean, you get blanked 20-0
by a backup QB.
Yeah, by an XFL quarterback. Just putrid play. Offense looks like garbage. I don't know if Stafford's right with his thumb. Probably is not helping anything. But with that being said. The running game was atrocious. I think one guy ran for 18 yards, another guy ran for 19.
Yeah,
And it was just bad all the way around. 20 points is not a horrible amount of points that the defense gave up, so I'm not even going to blame the defense. You hold, like Don says, you hold them under 24, you're doing pretty good. So for us not to put a single point on the board, it was pretty discouraging. And I don't see it getting any better this weekend. I don't see it getting any better this morning, I should say.
Yeah.
So, this is...
Who knows what day it is anymore. But, today's not going to be much better.
No, I'm not thinking this is going to be a great night or a great day for Lions football. So we'll see what happens.
Or a great night as a result.
Turkey Day will be ruined by 10 o'clock probably.
Hey,
by the noon hour, I'll be frustrated and ready for bed.
Hey, it's been worse though. I remember the one year they played against the Colts with Peyton Manning, I think, and they lost like 38-3 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be that bad. I think this should be an interesting game. Again, Houston, they got their interim coach or whatever in right now. Detroit is kind of, Detroit. So it really kind of depends on what Detroit shows up. I'm kind of banking on the one that was a little bit better than last week. I don't think that they're going to come out and have another performance like that again this week. Not necessarily saying that they're going to win the game, but I do think that they'll play better. And you know what? I'm thinking about stuffing and pumpkin pie and all this other stuff. So maybe it just has me in a good mood. I'm taking the Lions. They're winning today.
Okay.
So maybe it's the food, but...
Yeah,
hey.
You better check what your drugs you're on. I don't know.
Maybe I haven't been tested recent enough, but I'm taking the Lions.
We might need to take you down and get you looked at.
Yeah. Well, it might be being put under the tire from the Michigan preview every week. Probably doesn't have me feeling so good. Exactly. All right, buddy.
Well, listen. I mean, if, Patricia even wants a shot to keep his job, he has to win this game. But I don't see it happening. I'm taking the Texans.
Yeah, this one's totally, the Texans should be, saying thanks for giving this game to us. This time, I think the Lions have pretty much now quit. I think it's done. I don't see anything. They should just, give old Patty some leftover turkey and some sandwiches and say enjoy your Thanksgiving and the unemployment line.
Hopefully.
We'll see you sometime later.
Yeah,
I'll be in New England, but we'll see you later.
Ultimately, I'm sure Matt's gonna be spending a lot of time eating turkey after the game, anyways.
Well, hey, like I said in the preview, he'll still be celebrating Black Friday, but it's gonna be a little different for him. He's not gonna be looking for the sales; he'll be looking for a job. We'll see, though.
Yeah, this is just one of those games for the Lions. I mean, I'm not going to say they have success all the time on Thanksgiving because, like he was mentioning, they don't. But I'm just, I don't know. Like Don said, I just don't look at this team and think they're playing to win at this point. Either really are the Texans, but I just think the Texans will show up and put on a performance.
I think they're playing more to get rid of Patricia than they are playing to win.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think this thing, like I said, I think they're just going to throw it in neutral and go, hey, I get 10 days off.
Yeah. Exactly. My baby mama got dinner ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But enough about that puke. Let's move on to the next one. NFC least matchup. We got the Washington football team at the Dallas Cowboys.
It's a damn football team, man.
And, funny enough, unless this game ends up in a tie, I believe this game will be for the lead of the division, at least at the time, because the Eagles don't play till Monday. So this game should be for the lead of the division. Unless they tie, then we'll have a three-way tie at the top. But both teams won last week, Washington against the Bengals, and then Dallas ended up beating Minnesota. So whoever wins this game will be sitting ugly at the top of the division. So
who are you taking?
Yikes. I'm going to go with Dallas just because they're at home. I think it's kind of a coin flip, although I do think Andy Dalton played a little bit better yesterday than his first outing. So I'm going to go with Dallas just because I think their overall team is better than Washington. But that's really the only reason besides the fact that they're at home. And I can't stand either team, so I guess it doesn't really matter there. But, yeah, I'll take Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas myself. Like he said, I think they're just overall a better team, got a better roster. Washington's pass rush is pretty good, though, so I could definitely see them getting some pressure on Dalton and possibly causing him to throw a couple bad ones. But in the end, I think, Dallas is going to win it.
I mean, speaking of, time-honored traditions, Thanksgiving, Cowboys versus football teams. I mean, if you look through history, I mean, you usually don't see that in history books of, football teams versus Cowboys. So, I mean, in the spirit of the holiday, I'm going to go with the Cowboys since they kept their name.
Yeah. I mean, this is the game. To me, I kind of like Washington myself. I think Alex Smith is getting pretty comfortable playing again, and he's looking pretty good, looking better each time he's out there. So, providing they can keep him upright, I think they'll be able to score some points. And Washington's defense is pretty solid, so I'll buck the trend here and go with the Redskins. or the football team.
Oh, there goes Thanksgiving. We've been canceled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking, cut.
Yeah, I'll go with the football team here and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see them winning this game. They beat them the first time, although I do think that, Cowboys
I just think
were a little bit more.
I just think Alex Smith is looking more like his old self the more he plays. And, I mean, he's always been an above-average quarterback. So, I mean, if I just look at the quarterback situation, I give the edge to the Redskins. And in a game like this, I just think, I mean, there's not a big enough talent differential between the two teams where that I'm going to go against it.
You mean the football team?
You said the Redskins again.
Hey, tradition.
40 years of me calling the Redskins them. That's just the way it's going to be. Sorry, people.
Speaking of PCs, what do you got on the PC next?
Yeah. Last game of the day, which is probably going to be the one that everyone's going to be feasting on, pun intended, is Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I believe this is actually the second year in a row these teams faced off on Thanksgiving. And it's always a treat whenever these two teams play each other, especially for Bennett. And he's really looking forward to it, I'm sure.
This will be the game he's going to get. He's going to have everything set up, ready to watch.
Yep,
Not
exactly.
gonna be able to peel him away from
I was going to say, don't even try to offer him pie. He won't be able to. He wouldn't be able to look away from the screen long enough to put his fork in it. So, this will be his outing right here.
Yeah, that couldn't be farther from the truth for me. Let's just say, I mean,
No love
sure,
lost.
it will be a good game, but, I don't blame anybody who wants to watch it because ultimately you're probably getting good football out of these two teams. So, should be a good game, but I'm kind of hoping Pittsburgh wins. Just that hurts the Ravens' chance at a wild card spot. I'm tired of them, so yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh to win it.
From my standpoint, should be. I think it's going to be probably the best game of the day, for sure.
What?
I would think actually that Baltimore's set up well to be able to beat them. But I'm going to say the Steelers win the game.
Okay. I really think I'm going with Baltimore here. First of all, Pittsburgh won the first game, and I thought the Ravens should have won that game. They were ahead pretty much the entire time. I think Pittsburgh, congrats on being undefeated, but you've played some really crappy teams, and you've almost played down to their level in a few of those games. And I just think really the biggest reason why I'm probably taking the Ravens is I just see them evening out the series. I don't see one team sweeping the other. So, I mean, if Baltimore would have won the first matchup, I would have picked Pittsburgh here. Just because that's how this generally goes. One team wins one team wins the other. They're just two highly competitive, highly matched teams that generally always play each other tough. So one way or another, whoever wins, I think this is going to be an excellent game and a really close one. But I am going to take Baltimore here, even though I think Pittsburgh is probably the safer bet, especially being that they're at home. But I do think Baltimore is going to win.
I just look at Baltimore like every time they play somebody good, they don't win the game. They can't get over the hump. They've lost to anybody that's been decent. And I just think it's another game where they got to rise up, and they're not going to be able to do it. No, they got the talent. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I think they could win this game real easy, but I just think in the end, the terrible towels are going to be flying up buffs.
Save the neck for me, Clark. Yeah, if you didn't get your fill of stuffing, you're going to get your fill of stuffing in this one. I mean, now especially, I know there's still, and I can't remember if there's anything going on with COVID with the Ravens right now, but that's been kind of a thing for this week. So I think there'll probably be players missing, and I just see Pittsburgh just
finding a way to win.
Just beating them. I just seem just beating them down. I think the code's been cracked on Lamar Jackson, and I think everybody knows what it is now. So.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything changing.
Yeah, I read something about J.K. Dobbins not being available for the Ravens this week, and he's been a pretty big piece.
Missing. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, to me, I'm not saying the Ravens couldn't win it, but it's a no-brainer for me. I'm taking Pittsburgh easy, just in my opinion,
Well, the only thing that I can say is during the course of this video, we got a comment that gave us a link to girlsofyourcity.com.
Woo!
So, I mean, if that doesn't tell you that some weird shit is going to be happening on this day, you never know. I mean, we're starting off our morning with Girls in Our City. So it's going to be a wonderful Thanksgiving, even if we're all wrong. It's going to be a day.
You got a possibility of getting some meat one way or another.
You might catch something, might not be COVID.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
Pops.
Yeah. I was going to say, so thank you, James Perez, for putting that link in there for us. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
May it be bountiful.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have a bootyful day. Beautiful. Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
But yeah, I just had to point that out. But one way or another, should be a fun day. Anytime that there's football on Thanksgiving, it's always a fun thing to watch.
Unless you're a Lions fan.
I was gonna say unless your team's playing, then sometimes it's not so fun. But because only Dad's team is playing, the rest of us can have a laugh.
Yeah, you
so,
can all laugh at my expense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think the Eagles played last year. Maybe not, but
yeah. Hoping I can laugh at the suspense of Ravens fans this week.
At the expense?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one way or another, thank you guys for checking in. Like I said before, have a great Thanksgiving, and thanks for spending your morning with us. And hopefully you can, have a great rest of your day. And if you want to check out the Girls in Your City, hit the link in the comments.
Have some more pie after the
And I wouldn't mind Washington losing either after what happened last week. So
I hope they.
You got a grudge, don't you?
Yeah.
I hope they.
Gonna be on Santa's naughty list.
Yeah, dude.
Get some coal.
Hey,
Woo!
you got injured by a player with no team.
I know, right?
He doesn't
On
have
the
a team name.
football team.
He doesn't have a team name, and he injured your quarterback. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking us out. And my name's Bryson.
Steve.
Bennett?
Don.
Have a great Thanksgiving. See you guys in the next video.